While there are certainly places around the world with restricted access or limited information available, it's important to note that the term top secret is often associated with military or government activities. Access to these areas is generally restricted, and details are kept confidential for security reasons. Here are 5 places that have been historically considered secretive. ADX Florence, also known as the United States Penitentiary Administrative Maximum Facility, is a federal supermax prison located near Florence, Colorado. It is known for its high level of security and is designed to house the most dangerous and violent inmates in the federal prison system. ADX Florence is designed to securely confine inmates who pose a significant threat to national security or have a history of violence and escape attempts. It is the highest level of security within the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Inmates at ADX Florence are held in solitary confinement for 23 hours a day. The facility is designed to minimize interaction between inmates, reducing the risk of violence within the prison. ADX Florence has housed some of the most notorious and high-profile criminals in the United States, including terrorists, organized crime figures, and individuals convicted of espionage. The facility is equipped with state-of-the-art security measures, including multiple layers of physical barriers, electronic surveillance, and a highly trained staff. Inmates are subject to strict monitoring and control. The architectural design of ADX Florence is meant to minimize the potential for escape. The prison features confined living spaces, remote-controlled doors, and extensive security measures throughout the facility. Inmates at ADX Florence have limited movement outside their cells. They are allowed only 1 hour per day for solitary exercise in an enclosed area. Meals are delivered to their cells. The conditions at ADX Florence have faced legal challenges regarding their impact on mental health. Critics argue that the extended periods of isolation can have severe psychological effects on inmates. Over the years, ADX Florence has housed notable inmates, including terrorists like Ramzi Youssef and Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. It is also the designated facility for inmates convicted in high-profile cases, such as those related to the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. Inmates at ADX Florence have limited communication with the outside world. All communications, including mail and phone calls, are subject to monitoring and restrictions. ADX Florence is considered the highest security prison in the United States federal system. It is designed to prevent escapes and maintain strict control over inmates with a history of violence or posing a significant security risk. ADX Florence has gained attention for its strict security measures and the confinement of some of the most dangerous criminals in the U.S. federal prison system. The facility operates with a focus on preventing escapes and maintaining the safety of staff and inmates. The Vatican Secret Archives, located within Vatican City, is an archival repository that houses an extensive collection of historical documents and manuscripts related to the Catholic Church, popes, and other historical figures. Despite its name, the Vatican Secret Archives is not a secretive or clandestine organization. Rather, the term secret comes from the Latin word secretum, meaning private or personal. The archives are officially known as the Vatican Apostolic Archives. The origins of the archives date back to the 17th century, when Pope Paul V ordered the consolidation of various papal archives. The archives officially opened to researchers in 1881. The Vatican Secret Archives house a vast collection of documents spanning over 12 centuries. The collection includes papal bulls, letters, treaties, official records, and other historical manuscripts. Notable items include letters from Michelangelo, Galileo Galilei's trial documents, and diplomatic correspondence. While the Vatican's secret archives are not entirely secret, access to the collection is restricted, and not all materials are open to the public. Researchers, scholars, and historians are required to request permission and adhere to specific guidelines for accessing the archives. The archives are equipped with state-of-the-art security measures to preserve and protect the historical documents. Climate control, fire prevention systems, and other safeguards are in place to ensure the long-term preservation of the collection. In recent years, the Vatican has undertaken efforts to digitize portions of the collection to facilitate access for researchers around the world. This initiative aims to preserve fragile documents and make them more widely available. The Vatican Secret Archives house numerous historically significant documents, including papal correspondence, official decrees, and records related to the papacy and the Catholic Church. Some of the holdings date back to the 8th century. The archives are of immense historical importance, providing insights into the history of the Catholic Church, the papacy, and broader European history. Researchers use the documents to study topics ranging from theology and canon law to diplomacy and art history. Despite its name, the Vatican Secret Archives do not contain information on extraterrestrial life, conspiracies, or hidden knowledge. The term secret refers to the private nature of the archives rather than any secretive content. While the Vatican Secret Archives are not completely open to the public, efforts have been made to increase transparency and accessibility for researchers interested in studying the rich historical materials housed within this unique repository. Pine Gap is a highly secretive and strategically important facility located near Alice Springs in the Northern Territory of Australia. The facility is officially known as the Joint Defence Facility Pine Gap, JDFPG, and is operated by both the United States and Australian governments. Pine Gap is primarily involved in signals intelligence, satellite tracking, and various other intelligence-related activities. Pine Gap is situated about 18 kilometers southwest of Alice Springs, in the heart of Australia. The facility is located in a remote area, providing both security and a clear view of the Southern Hemisphere's skies. Pine Gap is jointly operated by the United States Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, and the Australian Signals Directorate, ASD. The facility's personnel include both American and Australian staff. The primary mission of Pine Gap is signals intelligence, which involves intercepting and analyzing communications, including satellite transmissions. The facility plays a crucial role in supporting U.S. and Australian defense and intelligence activities. Pine Gap is equipped with radomes and satellite dishes that are used for tracking and monitoring satellites, missiles, and other objects in space. It contributes to global surveillance and early warning systems. The facility is involved in collecting intelligence related to global security, counterterrorism, and regional stability. The information gathered at Pine Gap is shared between the U.S. and Australia as part of their intelligence sharing agreement. Much of the specific information about Pine Gap's operations and capabilities is classified. The facility operates under a high level of secrecy, and details about its activities are limited. Pine Gap has been the subject of controversy and protests, particularly from anti-war and anti-nuclear activists. Concerns have been raised about the role of the facility in supporting military operations and the potential implications for global security. Pine Gap is considered a critical asset in the U.S.-Australia alliance and broader intelligence networks. Its strategic location and advanced capabilities make it a vital component of global intelligence efforts. The legal framework governing Pine Gap's operations involves agreements between the United States and Australia. The facility is subject to the laws of both countries, and its existence and activities are acknowledged in official statements. Pine Gap remains one of the most significant intelligence facilities in the Southern Hemisphere, and its operations are closely tied to the defense and security interests of both the United States and Australia. The Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center, MWEOC, is a government facility located in the Blue Ridge Mountains near Bluemont, Virginia, approximately 48 miles west of Washington, D.C. It serves as a continuity of operations (KOOP) site for various U.S. government agencies, providing a secure and protected location for key officials in the event of a national emergency. The primary purpose of Mount Weather is to ensure the continuity of essential government functions in the event of a catastrophic event or national emergency. It is designed to be a secure and self-sufficient facility. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, manages and operates Mount Weather. The facility is equipped with communication systems, living quarters, and resources necessary for key government officials to carry out their duties during emergencies. Mount Weather serves as a backup location for high-ranking government officials, including the President and other members of the executive branch, in case the usual government facilities in Washington, D.C. become inaccessible or compromised. The specific details of Mount Weather's operations, capabilities, and infrastructure are classified. Security measures are in place to protect the facility and its occupants. Much of Mount Weather's operations are housed in underground facilities. The site includes tunnels, bunkers, and command centers designed to withstand various threats, including nuclear, biological, and chemical attacks. Mount Weather has been in operation since the early 1950s, and its existence was officially declassified in the 1970s. It played a role during the Cold War as a secure location for government continuity planning. Mount Weather is also used for emergency response and training exercises. Government officials and agencies conduct drills and simulations to ensure a coordinated and effective response to various emergency scenarios. Access to Mount Weather is highly restricted, and the facility is surrounded by security measures to prevent unauthorized entry. The site is not open to the public, and its location in a mountainous region enhances its security. Mount Weather is an integral part of the U.S. government's efforts to maintain essential operations during crises. While much of its activities are classified, the facility remains an important asset for ensuring the continuity of government functions in times of national emergencies. Area 51 is a highly classified U.S. Air Force facility located within the Nevada Test and Training Range. Officially known as the Nevada Test and Training Range, Groom Lake, or Homey Airport, Area 51 has become infamous for its association with UFO sightings, conspiracy theories, and alleged extraterrestrial activities. Area 51 is situated in the southern portion of Nevada, about 83 miles northwest of Las Vegas. The facility is within the vast desert expanse of the Nevada Test and Training Range. The U.S. government did not officially acknowledge the existence of Area 51 until 1997, when declassified documents reference it. Even today, much of the facility's operations and activities remain classified. Originally established in the 1950s as a test facility for the development of high-altitude and high-speed aircraft, Area 51 played a crucial role in testing experimental aircraft like the U-2 spy plane and the SR-71 Blackbird. Area 51 gained widespread public attention due to various conspiracy theories and claims of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, being observed in the vicinity. These theories have fueled popular culture and media speculation. Current operations. While the specific activities at Area 51 are classified, it is still believed to be involved in the development and testing of advanced military aircraft and technology. The facility remains off-limits to the public, and its airspace is highly restricted. Area 51 is serviced by a fleet of unmarked passenger aircraft operated by a private airline known as Janet Airlines. These planes transport workers to and from the facility from McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas. Access to Area 51 is strictly prohibited, and the surrounding area is patrolled by security personnel. Trespassing is illegal, and signs warning against trespassing are prominently displayed. it's essential to separate the facts about Area 51 from speculative and fictional claims. The facility's secrecy is primarily related to national security concerns and classified military operations. Access to the site is restricted, and individuals attempting unauthorized entry may face legal consequences.